This is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Off and running. Past the 10. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Maddox. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Golden Eagles will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quick handoff. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He wants to take the top off. Makes a grab for a big play. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Blue Raiders.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Fellas, a battle in the Beaver State today. A lot of green, a lot of orange in the stands. Whatever Oregon and Oregon State have at it, and here's the latest. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Going with the ground game left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Back to pass, it's Maddox. He rifles one deep down the right side. Lots of room to run. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
How about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The away team has a slight lead. They play a fun brand of football. Let's see if they can close this one out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boise State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West Country, we'll let you know, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth, and already inside a minute to go in the first. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pick up on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been an absolute force.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
He's brought down near the 49-yard line. Brings up second down.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. Touchdown, MTSU. Once he got some room, it was over.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Looking to pass, it's Maddox. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Southern Mississippi, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Unloads to the wideout. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets enough. It's a running room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The Golden Eagles are on the move. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee offense will go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his big tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They're working that left side. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Maddox. He's going to run it. That's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. Quarterback moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's looking deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the Golden Eagles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
13 on the play. Brings up second down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half. Say, listen.
There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Southern Miss. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did. And don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Makes the grab. Turning it on. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blue Raiders.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Bowling Green looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. There he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Casey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last.
Open field on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Uncorks one to the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Going to try to get it himself. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the 1st down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Unloads to the right. That's reeled in at Yaw. Touchdown, MTSU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Middle Tennessee, 56. Southern Mississippi, 35.
He'll bring it out. It's Casey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Maddox. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
It's complete on the right side. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. Lets it fly. Working that left side. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Golden Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him. Tripped up for the tackle.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Fires to the right. The quick out. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling.
Touchdown, Southern Miss. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. A missed opportunity on that errant pass.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Stealing a score on special teams.
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed to spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fakes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air. Got him downfield. Gets away from one. He's got space. All kinds of room to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew.
And that ball's on the ground behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they...
He's got it down the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Wide open, big play opportunity, hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. The give as they work on that clock. At midfield, he's got room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try the right side. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, a double pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Here comes the heat. Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
This is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.